I watch a ton of games out on TV. It's a cool experience. Yeah, it's a tremendous honor and something I definitely don't take lightly. You know, Coach Kleiman decided to go with me and Eli and Deuce and Daniel. You know, I feel like I got to represent the team well and do justice by them. Yeah, so you know, when I first met him, I feel like we clicked right away. And something that's really cool about him is he's been there and he's done it, right? You know, he was a Heisman finalist. He you know, won a Big 12 championship at K-State. He knows what it takes. And so having that experience, I think he's done a really good job of connecting with the players and understanding what it's like to be in their shoes. He's not too far removed from it. And beyond that, I think he does a great job of really teaching us about life. I know it takes time before each meeting to kind of go through something outside of football, which I've really valued.
Now that you've been to pro, how has your relationship been built with your wide receivers? And then on top of that, of the younger guys, are there anything that kind of stood out?
What's the first part? How I've gone about connecting with receivers?
How your relationship with
Yeah. Kind of reminds me, I was just having a conversation with someone else, but apparently one of the receivers said, you know, Adrian calls us out and wants to race us during our, you know, workouts or whatever. Little stuff like that I love, you know, like somehow let's get the competitive fires going and let's get the best out of each other. So that was like kind of the beginning for me. You know, all that I could do, I couldn't throw, but I could work out, I could run, I could compete. So I try to make the most of those types of things. And then from there, really this summer's been critical for me. Just getting that chemistry, getting the reps in with those guys and making sure they feel comfortable with me. The young guys, you know, I point to RJ Garcia. I think he's really continued to grow as a player, and especially in the film room. I think he takes that stuff really seriously. And one thing I've noticed about K-State in general is the receiver room is pretty deep.
The defenses in this conference have really been improving. What are kind of your expectations coming into the new conference and facing some of these defenses?
Yeah, I would say the easiest difference to point out is definitely just the transition from mostly in the Big Ten, it's a 4-2-5 type structure, and here in the Big 12 it's a 3-3-5 most of the time, and you know, you need jack position, which is kind of like an extra safety. So watching that on film was definitely an adjustment for me because I'd never seen something like that. But luckily for me, I got to watch it all spring and kind of make a transition and watch it day by day just with our K-State defense. And I'd say that's the biggest thing. I'm looking forward to other differences that may come across this game. Yeah, well, I played there for 4 years and really felt like I'd done everything that I could give, you know, given everything that I could give to Nebraska, and that our relationship was over at that point. I needed a new opportunity and something, a new challenge, really, and something that would drive me in a different way. And I feel like K-State was that, you know, from a coaching standpoint, culture, and the returning players as well. Yeah, for me, it's really about consistency. You know, I feel like I've played in a lot of games. I've played some awesome environments and in big games and this and that. I feel confident in my abilities to make plays on the field, but consistently doing it and also less turnovers. That's a big piece as well, and something that we emphasize at K-State.